Every time a new AI model drops, I see the same thing from the Gen X Slack channels. Quiet panic. Is this the one? Is this the one that is finally going to make me obsolete? That's the struggle that we have. Welcome to Gen X AI Survival Guide, where we learn AI to stay employable, laugh darkly while we're doing it, and talk about why your 20 years of experience is not, and I repeat, is not the liability you think it is. In fact, it is the only thing that makes AI work correctly. I respect your time. Check the timestamps below if you want to skip straight to the content. If you do, please hit the like button. It really helps the algorithm, and let's be honest, I need all the help that I can get. Here's something the AI hype machine doesn't want you to know. AI is weird, and I don't mean that cool, kind of quirky weird. I mean generally confusing weird. The same AI that can analyze 1,000 pages of legal documents in 10 seconds fails to alphabetize a list of words correctly. Same AI that can write working code sometimes fails basic logic puzzles that my 9-year-old nephew would absolutely nail. The tech folks call this jagged intelligence. I call it exactly why you shouldn't panic. So here's the thing. AI has no floor, no baseline common sense. It can spike into brilliance and then faceplant nonsense in the same conversation. And that's good news for you, because AI needs a pilot, someone who knows what they're looking at, someone who knows the difference between a brilliant insight and a confident sounding hallucination. If you don't know what a good result looks like in your field, you won't catch it when AI confidently gives you garbage, and AI is really, really confident about garbage. Okay, let me give you a concept that will change how you think about all this. AI is a force multiplier. In physics, stay with me here, this is not going to be complicated. A force multiplier is a tool that increases the output of your effort. A lever, a pulley, a really good pair of reading glasses. And I can't find my reading glasses. I just have my regular glasses that I forgot that reflect the light really bad. If you bring zero experience to AI, the multiplier is 0. 0 times 10 is still 0, and 0 might be our hero, but not in this case. But if you bring your 20 years of knowledge of an experience and knowing your industry, knowing what questions to ask, knowing what is a good answer looks like, that multiplier is huge. Huge. Maybe I'll edit that out. So when some 24-year-old tells you AI is going to replace everyone, what they're actually saying is AI is going to replace people who have nothing to multiply. That is not you. You have 2 decades of professional judgment, institutional knowledge, and what I like to call having been burned enough times to see the fire coming. That, my friends, is not a liability. That's the input that makes AI useful. Let me give you a real example. Imagine a lawyer with 20 years of experience. She uses AI to draft a contract. Nothing wrong with that. AI pumps out something that looks professional. Nice formatting, legal language, sounds absolutely legit. Now imagine her entry-level paralegal using the same AI, same prompt, same output. What is the difference? It's just a little bit of difference. The experienced lawyer reads that contract and spots the missing indemnification clause in paragraph 7. She catches the jurisdictional issues She notices the liability language is too vague for their state. The paralegal thinks it looks perfect because it sounds professional. Let me just say, a year one law, guys, the year one lawyer is gonna make the same mistakes. Don't let them know that. This is what the experts call good taste. More professionally sounded, it's professional judgment. And it's something that AI literally cannot have. AI can produce, AI can draft, AI can calculate, but AI cannot evaluate whether what is produced is actually good. That is your job. That is what your experience is for. And here's the kicker. The more experience you have, the more valuable, I swear I can say that word, the more valuable you become in an AI world, because you're the one who knows when to accept what AI gives you and when you have to say, no, try this again. Or as we called on the first video, reiteration. Allow me to give you another analogy that might help. Think of AI as a high-performance race car. Have you ever been in one? They are so much fun. If you get a chance to go out to a local racetrack and do one, like the real cars, go do it. Incredible speeds, massive power. They are so awesome. They can cover more ground an hour than you could ever imagine to cover in a day. But here's the thing about race cars. They have no idea where the finish line is. They don't know when the curve is coming. They don't know the track. Even if it's round, which is the one I drove on, was just a round one, they don't know how to brake versus when to accelerate. You're the driver. Without your hands on that wheel, your knowledge of the track, your experience, reading the conditions, that speed is just a really fast way to go in the wrong direction. Let me tell you, I currently work in the medical field. I have been in the medical field, I have been in software engineering, I have been in aerospace, and a few more things. And I've seen what happens when people run on autopilot without human judgment involved. Let me just say it's not pretty. AI without experience isn't just useless, it's worse. It's confidently useless, which is a billion times worse. So here's the takeaway. And I want you to actually hear this. Stop trying to become a mediocre coder. If you're trying to learn Python right now, it's too late. Don't become a mediocre coder. AI is going to replace that in absolutely no time. By the end of the year, the professional coders are toast. You cannot catch them. Don't try. Use the AI. Use the tools that are there. So if you're trying to do it, please just stop. That is not what is going to save your job. The skills that serve your job is doubling down on what you already know. You know marketing? Learn to use AI as a force multiplier. You know finance? Learn to use AI to analyze data faster while you catch the errors. Are you in HR? Learn to use AI to draft policies so you can ensure you don't create a legal nightmare with your AI policies. Please, AI, HR people, please don't create more nightmares. There's enough of them out there, okay? We don't need any more nightmares. The more you know about your specific domain, the more effective you become at commanding these tools. AI isn't here to replace the expert. AI is here to give the expert a superpower, but only if the expert comes up and drives the car. So stop worrying about the jagged edges of technology. Start focusing on the force that you bring to the table. Because we're Gen X, we've been adapting to new technology since we figured out how to set the clock on the VCR. Okay, let's be honest. Some of us never figured that out. Some of y'all didn't. But you survived the blinking of 12 o'clock for 15 years. We can survive this too. This is nothing new. We've been here before and we will continue to dominate. If this has helped you feel just a smidgen less panicked about AI, please hit the subscribe and like button. We have more survival skills coming, and leave a comment. What is your domain expertise? I'm generally curious. I love to know things. I'll probably end up asking you questions because that thing, is your superpower. That is what is going to make you the person that you need to be in the AI world. So I'll see you next time and have a fantastic day. Being turned off at 19 minutes. Hey, not bad. With enough joking, hey, I did pretty good. Catch you later.